What's up? We got Arrow Season 4, Episode 11, AWol. So this episode starts off with Diggle and Lila just walking around talking about their babysitter for their baby Sarah. And then Alan Chen shows up. You know that guy from Season 3? Wait, no, Season 4. Yeah, this season. He shows up and he's like, hey, I've been compromised until he gets shot by Shadow Spire. Let's get Diggle and Andy flashbacks, but who knows about that? So yeah, so first, we see Oliver dragging since Felicity cannot walk. Oliver gives her a wheelchair, and she drinks her pills. But when she sees them, when she drinks them. When she eats them, Felicity sees an hallucination of her prior version of herself before 5 years ago version of herself for some reason, who just starts talking down to her and all that stuff. So yeah, and only she can see it because Oliver can't. No, only she can see the imaginary 5 years ago version of herself. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. So Diggle's like, your old army buddies are back in Starling City, but that's an error because why is he calling it Starling? Shouldn't he be saying your army buddies are back in Star City? Weirdly, he's calling it Starling, even though they call it Star City every single episode. Diggle, why'd that put that in the writing? Writers, why'd you put that in his writing? He could have said, your army buddies are back in Star City. And we learned that Andy lied to Diggle the entire time in Afghanistan. We learned that. So yeah. So they kill Alan Chen, and another of Argus's guys, and they only kill all of them. So yeah, there's no Damien Darkin's episode. Just the first episode where Neil McDonough decided to take a day off from playing Damien Dark after the last episode. And yeah. So Shadow Spire decides to break into Argus and ask them for the Rubicon codes. But yeah, so decided to ask them for the Rubicon code. But then, so yeah, but she, yeah, so yeah. So meanwhile, Oliver's like, hey, Felicity's in Oliver. Felicity yells at Oliver, but she's really yelling at her imaginary 5-year-old version of herself, 5 years ago version of herself. But Oliver doesn't know that, so he's like, okay, I'll give you your space. And he's like, Felicity's acting strange. And Laurel's like, Felicity can take care of herself. I'm done with this whole Laurel thing, Felicity can take care of herself business. And she's like, I can't believe after everything that's happened. From the person that used to date you, Ollie, you and Felicity have really got yourself together. Yeah. They don't even mention Sarah at all. Like, Laurel doesn't say, Oliver's not like, how's Sarah and the Legends? And she's like, oh, I don't know. They're in a temporal zone. But, no. They don't say anything about that. We don't even know if did Laurel ever tell Oliver about the Legends? How Sarah got recruited by a guy to join a team of heroes and villains to save the world. Did she ever do that? We'll never know. So yeah, so Diggle, so yeah, so the Shadow Spire, so Amanda Waller won't give the Shadow Spire guy what he wants, so he kills Amanda Waller and is like, hey, Agent Michaels, I guess you're the new person to give her the code since Director Michaels or something. And So they decided to go. So Oliver's like, hey, Overwatch. And she's like, what? And she's like, you want a code name? Here's your new code name, Overwatch. And she's like, how you like it? And she's like, it's perfect. I was going to give you Oracle, but it's taken. So she's like, go Overwatch. Felicity's able to take care of her past, defeat her past self. Defeat her past self and delete her from her memory. Delete her. And so yeah. So then what happens is that they defeat all the guys. Oh, Andy pretends to betray Diggle, and they defeat Shadowspire. They defeat Shadowspire. Felicity somehow got a 5 years ago version picture of herself and burns it, proving that she's like, let the past stay the past, and burns the picture of herself. So then the episode ends with Oliver and Diggle, welcoming Andy to their house, and he mentions about how baby Sarah's got Lila's eyes were their mom's eyes. I have no idea what he was talking about. So anyway, this was a good episode. We got the death of Agent Waller. Bye, Agent Waller. You weren't after 3 seasons. Agent Waller is gone. Surprising. Agent Waller had some pretty cool moments. I'm surprised they killed off Agent Waller or Director Waller or I'm surprised he killed off Amanda Waller. She was a pretty cool character. She was a pretty bad character, but she was really good too. I'm surprised they killed her off in the episode, but I'm surprised they killed her off. So what? He was like, boom, and then he was like, hey, you want the Rubicon. Yeah, but they were able to defeat Shadowspire. Where did Diggle called Starling City Star City Starling? It was weird. It was like, you're all our buddies are back in Starling City, but I'm like, Diggle, read the script from other episodes. It says Star City. Star City. That's what it said. Not Starling, Star. And that's what it says. Like, I'm just really confused about that point, but yeah. And Jason Hall, thank you for being a part of my video. And totally keep commenting about, talking about that guy because he's really cool. Yeah, but anyway, that's it for this video. That's it for this video. And actually, we're not done with this video because the whole Felicity and the Overwatch thing. I was trying to think if Chloe Sullivan was called Overwatch in Smallville. Was she just called Watchtower, or was she called Overwatch as well? Because I remember her saying Watchtower online. So was she just Watchtower, or was she also called Overwatch? Was she also called Overwatch? What is she called that? I have no idea if she was called Overwatch or just Watchtower. I think she was just Watchtower. I think that's what she just was. I think that's what she just was. And for the first episode without Damien annoying Dark, it was a pretty good episode. But anyways, that was it for this video, and I'll see you next time for some more Arrow. Yeah, and also, so I only watched Arrow Season 4 for you guys. Not for myself, for you guys, because I found Arrow Season 4 really boring and very skippable. But I watch it for you guys. See you next time.